Also tonight, investigators are still trying to piece together exactly what happened to the Hart family.
5 members of the family from Clark County are dead. 3 of their children are still missing. Our Trevor Alt is at the Harts house in Woodland. He joins us now live with the latest. Trevor?
Dan and Jennifer, good afternoon. The scene is a lot quieter here today at the Harts house in Woodland. Clark County Sheriff's Office investigators have cleared out. All that remains is that one line of yellow police tape. Meanwhile, authorities in California tell me that nothing has changed from their perspective. This is still a missing persons investigation, and as far as they know, driving off the cliff was not an intentional act. At least they don't have any evidence of it. Meanwhile, what we've learned is that one of the parents, Sarah Hart, was previously convicted after hitting one of her 6 adopted children back in Minnesota. According to the offense report, a teacher noticed bruises on the back and stomach of one of the Hart's daughters. The girl said her mom had hit her and said that when they were grounded, they wouldn't get lunch. Well, in talking with police, Sarah Hart said the children always got food, but admitted that when spanking her daughter the day before, that it got out of control and was, quote, too much. Sarah Hart pleaded guilty to misdemeanor domestic assault. She served a year probation. I spoke with the officer who filed the report. He told me the Harts came in on their own accord and left him with the impression that they thought this was a lot being made out of just regular parental discipline. Well, the Harts would later leave Minnesota after that conviction and begin homeschooling their children in West Lynn before moving again here to Woodland, where 2 of the kids reached out to the next door neighbors.
Their daughter's telling us, please, 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 begging us not to make her go back and that they are abusing her. And then Devontae coming over here and telling us that, you know, he's being starved to death. And
well, the neighbors Bruce and Dana DeKalb reported that to Child Protective Services, who visited the family but never made contact with them. After this news broke, the DeKalbs got a phone call from a close friend of the Harts back in Minnesota who thought they had unfairly targeted the Hart family, perhaps out of bigotry. Well, I called that friend myself. He told me the Harts were a wholesome, loving family who had overcome a lot of diversity and said if they were abusive, the friends would have known. Well, I asked him if he knew that Sarah Hart had been convicted of domestic assault. He said he didn't know that. He learned it this week from media reports, but said even so, everybody makes mistakes, and the people who knew the Hart family will remember them as great people. Reporting live this afternoon in Woodland, Trevor Alt, KOIN 6 News.